Former Abercrombie Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries appeared in court on Long Island in his federal sex trafficking case. Jeffries and two other men have pleaded not guilty to multiple counts in what prosecutors describe as a years-long and international scheme. CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson is outside the courthouse. Tom, you were in court today. What happened?
Yeah, well, Lindsay, it was primarily a procedural hearing today with the prosecution and defense going over discovery evidence, timelines, those kinds of things. We did watch as all three defendants, CEO Mike Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson, walked into the courtroom stone-faced. They were wearing ankle monitors. They've been let out on bond as they await trial. But this was really their first time face-to-face with the judge that's going to preside over this case, Judge Chaudhry. Now, the prosecution laid out the scope of their evidence. That includes 140 gigabytes worth, which basically boils down to about 3,500 different pieces of evidence, ranging from travel logs, financial records, witness statements, post-arrest statements. And so this is really shaping up to be a very high-profile trial out here on Long Island, one that is highly anticipated. A lot of people are going to be watching, and it is going to be a huge amount of evidence to sift through as we await the trial date, Lindsay.
Did Jeffries say anything in court? Can you explain his demeanor?
Yeah, no, he was stone-faced and very serious, not reactive to much. He did not make a statement. In fact, none of the defendants made a statement today. So there really wasn't any kind of inkling as to how they were feeling. They were very demure in their demeanor. One thing I should note is that the defense had hoped to keep one document sealed, and that document was to determine Jeffries' competency to stand trial. Now, we asked the lawyer for CEO Mike Jeffries if he had any sort of comment about that while he walked out to the car. He basically looked through me like I didn't exist and got in the car, didn't respond, but he did reach out to CBS News afterward, and he said, I quote, "We filed a motion to determine Mr. Jeffries' competency to stand trial, which will be dealt with in court as and when appropriate, according to the judge." But I just want to keep in mind, these defendants are aging. Mike Jeffries, for instance, is 80 years old at this point, Lindsay.
Well, I got to be quick with you. What happens next?
Yeah, well, there was no trial date set today, but the next meeting is going to be on March 13th, 2025. They're going to regroup and go through more of the terms of the trial.
Tom Hanson, thank you so much.